Today is December 8th, 2010, the 30th anniversary of the death of John Lennon. And whether coincidence or not, also the Catholic feast of the Immaculate Conception. Mother Mary, come to me, eh? Or vice versa. That's a really bad joke, but I'm of the mindset that there is not a lot of coincidence in this world, and that the religions of money who control this world are all one, and they have some very funny rituals that involve human sacrifice. Any mother who sent her child off to die for these bankers and weapons sellers in their wars that are created just to protect the interests of men who are too cheap to pay American laborers in the first place. Any mother who has had that horrible thing happen understands human sacrifice, and many other people do too. Human sacrifice, as happens around April 20th of every year, whether it be an exploding oil well or some nut going off with a gun at Virginia Tech, or on and on and on. That also has to do with a goddess. There is a feast of a festival that takes place around April, having to do with the planting of seeds, the cereal, our food. And these people who have taken control of our government by taking control of our currency are also in control of religion and media and such. And they have some very funny beliefs, and they kill people as a way, as traditionally. They take people's lives, and they do it in all holiness. They do it not because it actually works and makes their plan stronger or better. They do it because this is what they've been doing for thousands and thousands of years. Now, a lot of the horror and hate that you see on the news is actually portraying this tradition, these religious rituals, to the mass who do not understand the black magic that is behind all of this so-called black magic. It's really just a bunch of mumbo jumbo and a bunch of chimpanzees who have inbred far too long and taken control of the world through its money, and by keeping the money amongst themselves, which there again leads back to their inbreeding traits, their inbred traits, because they keep it within the family. Okay, and this is a few groups of families who keep track of all the other families on the world, and they're kind of freaking out now because there are so many people on this earth, but they also realize that never has the wealth of the earth been so available to them. They're caught between a rock and a hard place, because without all the people, they couldn't make off with all this wealth, and who would take out the garbage and flip the hamburgers and do all the menial labor, you know? So royalty is a problem here, and it has its own problems here in the basic way that they keep people away from understanding this so-called magic that they use, these sacrifices that they do, the human sacrifice in war and elsewhere for their so-called religions, is by distracting people with violence and types of things like that that keep the people watching the show and working for them. And there is no way around it, because many times when the people rise up and take it over, all that does is create new families of wealth and inbreeding. It seems to be the human condition. I really don't have an answer for it, but I think that knowing about it and understanding it and asking questions when certain people die or when certain things happen may open new doors for us, and that's about the only hope we have.